Hi, my name is Nick Chawla. I'm the Associate Dean for Engineering in Indianapolis and the Ransbrook Professor for Materials Engineering. So I work in the area of X-ray imaging, more specifically X-ray microtomography, and we get to look at materials in 3 dimensions on the microscopic level and really try to understand how the structure of the materials affects their properties. One of the great things about the X-ray microtomography capability is that we can also do things and apply stimuli to the material. So it could be a mechanical stimulus, thermal, electrical, and we can actually see now how the material changes in real time, and that's what we call 4D material science. So I can give you a couple of examples. We're looking at things like sportswear or shoes, midsoles in Adidas shoes, and looking at what kind of foams give the best performance for the athlete, what is the microstructure of that foam, and how can we make it more comfortable for the athlete, whether it's a marathon runner or your everyday walker or jogger. We're working with Novellus, which is a aluminum alloy can maker, and looking at how to make aluminum alloys more durable, make them more cost efficient, and understand the structure of recycled aluminum alloys that are becoming more and more important. And we do a lot of really cool, fun things as well, where we play around with things like the structure of coffee beans and how does the porosity in the coffee bean affect the flavor of that coffee. And that's something that you really only can do with X-ray imaging and tomography, because we're doing digital virtual slicing and looking at the structure of the bean. We've looked at it, for example, before roasting, after roasting, and things of that nature. We've looked at things like honeycombs, and this is kind of a hobby project, if you will, and how do honeybees make their comb, and what kind of things make them change the morphology of that comb. There are some Australian bees, for example, that actually make their combs in a spiral, and we're working with entomologists to understand why they do that. So it turns out that honeycombs and honeybees in particular are very fascinating creatures.
Very cool.
Indianapolis is really a great opportunity, I think, for the entire community, not just the students, but the faculty, the staff. And we have a great opportunity here to create something that's truly unique, which combines the rigor, all the great things that we get in engineering in West Lafayette, everything that we associate with a true Boilermaker, somebody who's hardworking, somebody who's innovative, somebody who's creative, somebody who's very rigorous in what they do. And bring that into an ecosystem where we have the big city and all the wonderful opportunities that come with that, not just from the professional point of view, but also outside of the lab or outside of the academic environment. So Indianapolis, I think, provides that opportunity for us to really build something special, something truly unique, where students can get internships, and many of the companies here, if you're in the clinical space or you want to go to medical school, you have opportunities to work with the IU Medical School, for example. So there are a lot of unique things that we can combine with that Boilermaker mentality.